Hello one and all, welcome back to the Chelsea FC Save Me Through Ball FM. I just wanted to start today's episode by looking at this screen, simply because I haven't seen this screen before. It's apparently a stat pack screen on the match preview section of the game just before you go into the game. I've never actually seen this screen before. I don't know if anybody else uses it or anything, but it's quite an interesting screen really. So you look, it comes up with some quite nice stats really. So against the top half of the table, we've won 9 games. Manchester United have won 5, drew 5 and lost 1. We've won 9 and lost 2. Against the bottom half, we're actually unbeaten. Won 9 and drew 4. They've won 6, drew 3 and lost 9. So you can see that automatically they're having a really poor season. When scoring first, they've won 11 games, drew 6 but haven't lost. So when they score first, they're unbeaten, but they have actually drawn 6 games from that position. So and neither of us have won when conceding first actually, but we've both lost and drew. So yeah, I just wanted to draw your attention to this screen really. You see Morata's got 14 in 24, whereas Lukaku's got 10 in 23. Much better return for Willian than Gelson Martins, 11 and 24, he's got 5 in 18. Alvaro Morata's 91 shots and 49 of which have been on target. I think that's a slightly better ratio there for Lukaku, but not by much, so they've both got decent shots on target ratios. But yeah, I just found this screen, I've never seen it before, quite interesting. So as you probably noticed then, we're coming back a little bit early. I wanted to just, basically I thought coming back for the Tottenham game, this Manchester United game is quite crucial really. It's away from home, it's going to be a really tough game. We've got a pretty tough run-in actually, you know, we've got Manchester United, Newcastle, Tottenham, then we've got Stoke away, we've still got Man City to come, who are our closest rivals, and Arsenal, all of which are away games, so it is going to be quite difficult, and I just wanted to show this game because I thought it was quite crucial. So what I think we'll do today is do the Manchester United and Tottenham games, with the Newcastle game missed out in between. So after our victory against Arsenal, Antonio Conte's Arsenal, that is, 3-1 victory, we played Crystal Palace, and it was again one of those games I don't know why it does that, it keeps coming up with the match report before stats. So, I mean, we just had way too many long shots, 70 to their 30% possession, they never threatened at all, no shots on target. You know, what more can you say about that really? It's 0-0, we were unfortunate. Then we came out the blocks firing against Everton. Pedro with 4 goals, which is fantastic. We were absolutely excellent in this game. I think we had over 30 shots in the game. Yeah, we had 33 shots and 17 of them were on target, which is absolutely immense. And Nabil Fekir missed a penalty, so it could have been 6-1. We were just absolutely excellent in this game, unplayable. Everton didn't have a response. Now in the next game against Wolves, we were poor. There's no two ways about it. We got 2 shots on target. They also had 2 shots on target. Ruben Neves once again got man of the match. I'm pretty sure in the last matches we've played against Wolves, both of them, I think, he got man of the match in both of them. It might have just been one, but I'm pretty sure it was both of them. So he's playing a blinder every single time we're playing against Wolves. We might have to do something different next time we play them, just to make sure he's not running the game, basically. But yeah, a 1-0 victory for Wolves, defeat for us. We didn't deserve anything from the game. I'm not too upset that we didn't get anything because it wasn't deserved. So then we played Oxford in the FA Cup. It was a comfortable 2-0 win. Torres and Cliver with the goals. Bish bash bosh. After that we played Liverpool in the Premier League and we got an absolutely vital 3-2 win. If we just have a look at the stats, I mean we were much the better side. Yeah, there was no two ways about it. Willian played a blinder, as he always seems to do. Morata got himself 2 goals, but we were actually 2-1 down, I think, at one point. In fact, I think we were 2-0 down by looking at we were 2-0 down, so we got one back, and then we were just excellent in that couple of minutes there, 71 and 72. So 3 goals in 3 minutes there, but we just pulled it around in those 2 minutes, and you know, Morata got the goal in the 91st minute to seal it. If we just take a look at it, yeah. So Tini threw it to Barkley. I've been really impressed with Barkley this season. I know I keep saying that, but considering he's a fringe player, he's not really in the squad so much. He's filling in where he can and doing really well. So Kante played it to Willian. It was a tackle by Lovren. Robertson picked it up, bashed it forward. Nobody there. Christensen then recycled possession. Jorginho for Kante, over to Willian, and you know the story. It's Willian to Morata. It's what's happened throughout the save. So it was 3-2 to Chelsea on the day, and that was a big result, really. I thought, once after that 1-0 defeat to Wolves, I thought, oh, here we go. Then we played West Brom away from home. Again, it was a fairly straightforward 2-0 victory. They didn't have a single shot on target. They didn't have a single shot until I think it was like the 93rd minute or something. So they were just really negative in this game, and they got everything they deserved, to be honest, because we were good. We got, again, Willian with the man of the match performance. Does my head in when teams play like this, because you get what you deserve, don't you? They had one shot all game. One shot in 90 minutes at home. Their supporters must have been happy. Then we came up against Hull in the Premier League as well, and again, another very comfortable 3-0 win. We just dominated the game. It's what we do. 31 shots in this game as well. Admittedly, a lot of those were long shots, but we had 9 on target. Created some good chances. Fekir, who has been immense this season, got himself 2 goals. One of which was a penalty, but still, he's been excellent. 2 goals and an assist, 1 for Morata. So excellent stuff. Then we played Aston Villa in the FA Cup. Again, heavily rotated. You know the drill for the FA Cup. Ross Barkley got himself a couple of goals, both of which were really good goals. I think one of them might have been deflected, but they were both from outside the area. I think both excellent goals. Fabregas played in the Regista role, and Denis Suarez with his first goal for Chelsea. So today we take on Manchester United in the league, and let's get on with it. Again, you know the drill. It's the same old team. It's Courtois in goal, Delete, Christensen, Tini, Azpilicueta, Jorginho, Fekir, Kante, Willian, Pedro, Morata. See a fairly negative formation for Manchester United there with the 4-1-4-1. If we can push the game and compress it, then Lukaku's not going to have a great deal of joy. The only problem is he has got pace in behind, so he might be able to run the channels. And I'll probably tell him to do it for the fans, just because that always works in derbies. I'm not sure if it is a derby, but fans the money's worth. No, it didn't really work. Let's motivate them some more. Faith. Courtois is set to make he's truly fantastic, and hopes he marks the occasion with top performance. Obviously he's a traitor in real life, but yeah. Right then, here we go. Morata for Jorginho. Tini, it's a big occasion. I would love to see us get a win here. I would take a draw, to be honest. I would take a point away from home at Manchester United. As Manchester City fall behind against Newcastle with an Aymeric Laporte on goal now, that is news. As you can see, we've started extremely well. Obviously Manchester United are going to be well drilled defensively if Jose Mourinho is still in charge. As we're 25 minutes in and nothing's really happening, but here comes Fekir, who can unlock defences from that sort of range, but Gelson Martins gets in with a tackle. Lindelof loses it. Morata! Oh, he's hit the post. That was a real chance. So we've got another highlight. Courtois up the pitch towards Fekir, of all people. Lindelof. Pedro now knocks it down for Jorginho. He's Kante. That was surely a foul, referee. Come on. If they score from this, I will be raging. Pogba, Lukaku, it's wide. I would have been absolutely raging if they'd scored from that. It's 40 minutes gone, probably as you can expect from Manchester United side, nothing really happening. Half time approaches and we're looking okay, having a lot of the ball. We'll just change that for the league table before we go into the second half. But yeah, we're looking good. There's only an N'Golo Kante book, and we haven't really made any chances apart from the Morata chance, which came from closing down. But we'll just say the fans this time. But I'm going to say it's time for everyone to dig in. Let's passionately say that, and let's switch it off. Faith, and faith. It always works. So let's get into the second half as Matic lays it to Crischito for the start of the second half. Yeah, like I said, I would take a point at this point. Point at this point. No, I would take a point at this point, though. A draw away at Manchester United is always a good result, as Liverpool thrashing Huddersfield 3-1. Manchester City is still behind. Yes, they are. They're still behind to that Aymeric Laporte on goal. No highlights. Morata's not being good enough. We're going to bring Tammy Abraham on. He's done the business against Arsenal, so we'll see what he can do. He's still on the pitch, actually, as a highlight comes now for Kia. We're probing Pedro. Willian! Saved by Jack Butland. Obviously, De Gea gone to, I think I noticed that he'd gone to Monaco in this save. Here's Willian again. Willian! Just wide. 70 minutes gone then. We seem to be asserting a bit more of a dominance, but here's Rakitic. Headed away by Kante. Picked up by Eric Bailly. Sanchez on the edge of the area. Great. Christensen. That's a terrible mistake. Good news is that Manchester City is still 2-0 behind against Newcastle, but It's 1-0 to Manchester United. We're 4 behind. 73 minutes gone. They're just going to shut up shop now and deny us any kind of space, I imagine. We've got another chance. It's Sanchez. Lays it to Matic. Sanchez again, and that's his a left-footed strike from Sanchez from outside the box. What can you do about that? You can't really do anything about it. They've offered nothing in this game, Manchester United. I mean, we haven't been much better. We've had the better of the chances, certainly, but they don't deserve to win. We've been unfortunate. We haven't put our chances away, so I guess kind of they do deserve the win in a way. But it's very, very disappointing from us. But we're just going to ask the boys to push forward and just keep some faith that we can get something from this game. But it's 88 minutes gone. 3-0 would be very, very harsh. Sanchez picks up a knock and it's a penalty given away by Fekir. They've had 2 shots on target. Both of them have gone in, which I think Rakitic is going to take. Which Rakitic in itself, oh no, it's Criscito. I don't know where I've got Rakitic from. Is it? I don't know if he even plays. But yeah, Criscito sticks the penalty away. 3-0 Manchester United. It's a very, very harsh result, really, in the grand scheme of things as we approach full time. We'll just take this one on the chin. I think Manchester City, I've pulled one back through Leroy Sané in the 90th minute, but I think they are going to lose as well, which means that it's not a massive disappointment. But Tottenham, as you can see, have won their 4-0 against Burnley as well, so that was, I mean, it was disappointing. But we move on. So this is what the table looks like then after that defeat to Manchester United. Tottenham have closed the gap. They're now only 6 behind after their win against Burnley. Manchester City lost to Newcastle, who we play next, away from home. So they're still 8 points behind, but still with the game in hand. So they could be 5 points behind if they win that game. Interestingly, Tottenham and Manchester City play each other next. So one of them is going to have to drop points. We've obviously got Newcastle next, which we're going to play off camera before we come back for the Tottenham game. So I'll see you in a bit for the Tottenham game. So just coming back before we go on to the Tottenham game, as you can see, Tottenham have actually beat Manchester City 2-1, so that's going to have an impact on the title race. We'll play this game against Newcastle and then I'll see you again soon. Right, so we're back for the Tottenham game. A couple of things to catch you up on. First of all, Manchester City lost again against Leicester, so that was after the Newcastle loss as well, but they also obviously lost against Tottenham as well. So Manchester City, just take a look at their schedule. Yeah, so they've lost the last 4 games on the bounce. They lost against Arsenal as well. So that's massive. They've fell right where they're now 4th. So our closest challengers they're 11 points behind. We've got a game in hand. Our closest challengers are now Tottenham, who we play today. So this is a massive game. Tottenham could be 3 points behind if they beat us here. We could really do with getting a good result against Tottenham here. Yeah, so in the game we missed against Newcastle, it was a very comfortable 3-0 win in the end, really. I opted to stick with Morata and Fekir. Fekir was excellent, scored our first goal. I brought Denis Suarez in for Pedro. He played really well. He got in team of the week. Morata got injured, got picked up a little injury, but should be okay for today. Probably won't have great condition, but we're going to have to play him because our alternative's Tammy Abraham, who's not ready for this kind of level of game yet, I don't think. But yeah, so it was Fekir, Morata and Suarez with the goals. We've had a couple of little knocks during the week. One of them was to Pedro and one of them was to Jorginho. I think Jorginho's definitely going to be okay. Pedro might again be low on condition, but we've got Suarez to replace him anyway, so that's who we're going to go with today. So this is the team we're going to go with today then. I'm going to stick with David Luiz at the back just because I had a little look at the centre-back analysis between David Luiz and Andreas Christensen. Now, Andreas Christensen's overall stats were just lower, so things like his points per game, our team conceded per game was more when Christensen was in the squad as opposed to David Luiz. David Luiz's win percentage ratio is the best, I think, of all the defenders. So we're going to look to get David Luiz back in there with Delete, who's been an absolute monster at the back this season. So let's get into this massive game against Tottenham then. Here we are. Tottenham are going with the same formation as we are, with Dembele and Dyer at the base of the midfield. Sorry, it's not the same formation. What am I talking about? It's a 4-2-3-1 formation as opposed to our 4-1-2-3 formation. So they've got an attacking midfielder, whereas hopefully Jorginho should nullify Dele Alli in that role. Yep, just pick up where you left off, boys. Against Newcastle we were excellent, so hopefully we should carry that on into this game. Managed to give ourselves a platform. I enjoy these matches a lot. It's always a tremendous occasion. I'm not sure where this match will be being played at because it looks, I mean, look at that. What is that, Stan? I mean, yeah, it might be new white Hart Lane actually. It might be ready, but I think it probably will be actually. Tottenham have got Pablo Piatti, Football Manager 2008 legend, Pablo Piatti. But first highlight of the game then, Trippier across for Christian Pavon. Hits the crossbar. It's one of those highlights where it just clips the crossbar and goes wide. So Lloris gathers the ball. There's no indication really. I mean, Pavon is having a field day down at left hand side. I forgot to put Tini back in for Emerson. Up that side by that's a red card. That's a red card for Nabil Fekir. Okay, it's not gone to plan. Okay, so we'll move Suarez back in there. I think. No, we're gonna have to stick out on the left hand side, and we'll just do that. And just that's what we'll do. And we'll just put as a wide playmaker. I never really use a wide playmaker. Put Suarez as a wide playmaker. Morata as a target man, just so he can try and hold the ball up. But yeah, we'll just drop Willian down to support as well, and we won't be able to retain the ball as much. So we'll use mixed, and we're not going to be able to close down as much with less players. So that's something we're going to have to take off a little bit and just play a normal line. Take off, get stuck in, and be more expressive. And these, and we'll just go pretty basic, to be honest. We don't want to be playing wider either. We want to be playing on a balanced, I think. So we'll just do that and see where that takes us. We've got highlights straight away. So as Trippier gets up there, he's Emerson on that side with Pavon. He's aimed for Morata, who's done well to make something of that. He's Suarez. Oh, that's a really poor ball. It's Kane through for Ali. David Luiz mops up though. Courtois now up the pitch for Morata. It's cut out by Vertonghen, and Tottenham can come forward again. Dyer, Trippier, Christian Pavon for Kane. He's hit the post, he squared it across, and as Piliqueta can clear. Oh, I'm disappointed with Fekir's red card. That's just, royally bummed us, that has. It really has. Without lube. Jorginho, can we counter? Morata plays it to Willian. If anyone can counter, he can. He's Barkley over the top. Ross Barkley through. Oh, he tried to chip the goalkeeper. That was a poor miss. That was a real chance. We could have nicked a goal there, and it would have been difficult for Tottenham to come back into the game. But we've got another highlight, and I'm not liking the frequency with which these highlights are coming. That's a great tackle from Eric Dyer. So Morata's just dumped to the ground. Vertonghen now plays it to Dembele. Kane. I'm not sure how long we can hold it, but Kane's potentially not. Pavon gets it. Christian Pavon just looks so fast. It's Piatti, Dyer, Ali. It's wide. I'd be disappointed if we conceded from a long shot, to be honest. I mean, we seem to be doing alright. Morata's a little bit tired, obviously, from his knock, so we might look to get Abraham on, who can fill in that target man role, don't get me wrong, so that shouldn't be too difficulty. We're just going to tell the boys to concentrate before half time. We've had one shot. We've offered nothing in this game, but I mean, Nabil Fekir got sent off after 13 minutes, so what can you expect, really? As Piliqueta goes into the book and half time looms. So there we go, and then it's half time. As you can see in the stats, we're not offering anything, but as Piliqueta's won the ball back well, we're just going to say I'm far from pleased. I mean, Fekir's stressed, but be stressed, mate. You know, you got sent off after 13 minutes. Just, you know, potential title changing game. This I would bite your hand off for a point at the moment to keep Tottenham 6 points behind us, and we are probably going to get Morata off because he's tired. He's looking very tired. So we'll get Morata off for Tammy Abraham. Yeah, target man. So there's a highlight straight away after the substitution. Piatti inside for Dembele. Now Suarez has picked it up. Vertonghen just totally dominates Abraham there. And why is Emerson coming forward? There's no need to come forward there. As Pavon comes forward. Dembele, Ali, Kane. Ooh, wide. So 70 minutes gone then. I mean, there's no need for us to change anything up. It doesn't seem as if anything's happening so much. I mean, Son's come on for Pablo Piatti, which isn't a bad. Just going to make a couple of substitutions because we're looking tight in the middle there. N'Golo Kante can come on and try and win the ball back a bit more. Because I mean, Barkley was in that Mazzala role anyway, so he's not going to be static in that midfield. So a ball-winning midfielder won't change that too much. Jorginho can stick there. David Luiz has had a good game, and that'll do for now. I think we'll try and save the next one for a bit of time wasting. Shall we go to the counter? That's the thing. I don't want to invite the pressure on. That's the thing. So we've got 3 minutes to go. Can we nick a winner? This would be monumental if we could nick a winner here. Suarez, Jorginho, Denis Suarez, Tammy Abraham, Denis Suarez. Through for Kante! Oh, that was the chance. That was the chance with 10 men to absolutely nick it against Tottenham. There's 30 seconds left. Don't get me wrong, I'll be absolutely chuffed with the point, but that was the chance. Headed away by Azpilicueta, Alexander Golovin, one of the stars of the World Cup this summer. Courtois out, headed by Trippier. That should be full time, ref. Come on. Blow the whistle, referee. Come on, they've gone backwards. Oh, that's a missed header from Azpilicueta. Into Courtois' hands, that should be that. So 0-0 against Tottenham. It's nothing more, nothing less than we deserved, really. I mean, we could have won it at the end. We defended valiantly, to be honest, and I'm really happy with our defensive performance. Once that Fekir had been sent off, we didn't really have a chance after 13 minutes. Stupid move. You were unlucky. I'm not going to say that it was disappointing, because it wasn't. Right then, so that leaves the table looking like this. 27 games gone, 11 to go. 6 points ahead of Tottenham in second, and then it's a bit further back to these guys coming back. So I think it's pretty much a 2-horse race, unless us and Tottenham kind of fall off a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with the season still going so far. 6 points ahead is good at this stage. It's ours to lose, boys. Now then, as I discussed before, we will come back for the Basel games. I think we'll play both legs of the Basel games. Double Basel in Switzerland. So the first leg is in Switzerland, the second leg at home at Stamford Bridge. So we will play them both on camera. That brings us to the end of the episode, and I just want to say thank you again for watching. If you could leave me a like, subscribe, comment, anything, I'd be much appreciated. Just get involved. I'm always welcoming of people getting involved and getting in touch. So I would be most humbled by anything that you could do for me. So thank you very much again now. Bye bye.